morning everyone. I welcome you all, the students of class 11, to my virtual class of economics. Let me introduce myself. I am Shomali Kundu. I'll be taking your online classes of economics for the session 2020-21. Now children, in my previous session, introductory session, I have already mentioned that I'll be starting up your statistical portion first with the chapter mean, median and mode. You might ask, ma'am, why you are not starting from the first chapter? See, the first 3-4 chapters are all of theoretical chapters and they are not carrying so much marks as this chapter, measures of central tendency. From this chapter onwards till your last end of the statistical chapter, the entire 3-4 chapters are carrying almost 27 marks of the total 40 marks distribution. So the first 13 marks is of all theoretical portion, for which I'll be teaching you and I'll be providing you the notes. So my first today's chapter is measures of central tendency. You have your NCERT book with you. It is only for your guidance and reference. But whatever the book I have mentioned, that is, I'll be teaching you statistics from the book Ori and Jain. In that book, you have this chapter from chapter 9. Okay, if you have your book with you, please do open the book. There, from chapter 9, you have the topic measures of central tendency. So, the first topic we have in measures of central tendency is arithmetic mean. Now, what do we mean by arithmetic mean? You might have already studied this topic of mean, median and mode in your previous classes till class 10. So, for your ready reference, I'm just giving you a brief description of what do we mean by arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is the central value of what? It is a central value or a representative value. Central value or representative. Representative means the value through which we are representing the answer. So it's basically a central value, or we can say a representative value of a statistical analysis. So this is a bit very confusing, the lines which I am telling you. Let me explain you in a simple, easy manner. Okay? Now my dear children, I have written the formula of mean, which is total value of all items divided by number of items. What does this mean? Total value of all items. Suppose we have 5 students in our class. All of the 5 students, they went to an ice cream shop and they ordered ice cream. Okay. So the first student, suppose A, he ordered 3 ice creams. B, she ordered 2 ice creams. C, she ordered 5 ice creams. D, ordered 4 ice creams. And E ordered 1 ice cream. Okay? So, these 5 students, they went to an ice cream shop and ordered individually this much of ice creams. They all want to have a party, so they ordered the ice creams from the ice cream shop. Now, how many students were there? 5. So, number of items here we have is 5. 5 students, they ordered ice creams. Now, how many ice creams do we have? 3 plus 2, 5, plus 5, 10, 4 plus 1, 5. Total it is 15 ice cream. That means These 5 students, they ordered how many ice creams? Total of 15 ice creams. So this total value of all items, this total value of all items is equal to 15. So here we put the number 15. Why? Because the total number of items or the ice creams were 15. Now, if we have to find the mean is nothing but average. So, we have the total number of ice creams, which is 15. And how many children they ordered the items? 5 children. So, if we divided 15 divided by 5, the answer is 3. So, here 3 is our answer, which is the mean of all these total items. So, 3 is the mean, or we can say, or it is the average. That means on an average, one student, they ordered 3 ice creams. Average means किसी ने 3 ऑर्डर किया, किसी ने 2, किसी ने 5, किसी ने 4, किसी ने 1. But average में, in general, in an average, or better to say in mean, we order, the children, they ordered 3 ice creams each. So this is in simple way to understand the mean. So the formula of mean is total value of all items by number of items. So this is a simple calculation of arithmetic mean. Now we will look into some other methods of calculating mean. Okay. Now my dear children, look here. I have written arithmetic mean is denoted by x bar. Now what is the formula of arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean, that is x bar, is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 till xn by n. Now what does this mean? X1 means A had ordered how many ice creams? 3. B had ordered 2. C had ordered 5. D had ordered 4. And E had ordered 1. Now here x1 is 3 plus x2 is the number of ice creams which B ordered. x3 is the number of ice creams which C ordered. So like this, it can be any number of items. इसका मतलब क्या है? हमारे पास for easy understanding, I took 5 students. मैंने समझने के लिए छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल लिया था 5 बच्चों का. अब ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि 5 की जगह 50 बच्चे हैं या फिर 100 बच्चे हैं जिन्होंने पूरे 11th के सारे स्टूडेंट्स दे वेंट फॉर अ पिकनिक गए हैं और सबने आइसक्रीम ऑर्डर किया. तो पूरे 11th में अगर हम मान ले देयर आर 200 स्टूडेंट्स. सो इज इट पॉसिबल फॉर अस टू राइट 200 students with the number of ice creams? No. So then what do we do? Here we represent it in the form with the formula x1 plus x2 plus x3 till xn, where n we have taken it as 200. 200 बच्चे, 200 बच्चों ने आइसक्रीम ऑर्डर किया है. So n is 200. n is number of total value, number of items, मतलब कितने बच्चों ने टोटल आइसक्रीम ऑर्डर किया था. 200 बच्चों ने ऑर्डर किया था. अब 200 बच्चों ने कितने आइसक्रीम ऑर्डर किए थे, वो कितने आइसक्रीम ऑर्डर किए थे, दैट टोटल इज दिस नंबर. आई बात समझ में? डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड? 200 students, they ordered this of their choice, this much number of ice creams. So वो मुझे नहीं मालूम. What we have to do is that we have to total add all the number of ice creams ordered by this 200 students. इन 200 बच्चों ने, where n is 200, n का मतलब है वो 200 बच्चे, 11th के 200 बच्चे जिन्होंने आइसक्रीम ऑर्डर किया है. तो 200 बच्चों ने कुल मिला के इतने आइसक्रीम ऑर्डर किया है जो मुझे नहीं मालूम. सो व्हाट डू वी डू इन व्हाइल राइटिंग द फॉर्मूला? हम जब फॉर्मूला लिखेंगे तो हम लिखेंगे x it is called x bar. X bar is summation x by n. Okay, this is small x and this is capital X. जब हम summation x करेंगे तो हम इसको capital X में denote करेंगे और n को भी capital N में denote करेंगे. So actually this is the main formula for calculating arithmetic mean. अब हम इसको एक example के साथ करते हैं. But before we proceed, let us understand the types of arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean के कितने types हैं? This is the most simple method. ये सबसे आसान तरीका है mean निकालने का. To find out the mean. Simplest method. Okay? We have one more method, that is weighted arithmetic mean. For all this theory, I'll be giving you notes. Please go through it. If you have any doubt, I will explain the notes also. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. कोई भी doubt हो आप मुझे बेझिझक पूछ सकते हैं. I'll try my level best. But मैं यहाँ पे अभी जितना समझा रही हूँ, please note it down in your notebook. Okay? You have to make 2 notebooks. One for statistics, another for economics. Economics portion I have not started. Okay? I have started with the statistical portion. So notes you will get it in the next class. But till now, if you have not understood anything, please note it down and feel free to ask me. So till now I have make you explain about simple arithmetic mean. एकदम आसान तरीके से किस तरह से हम मीन निकाल सकते हैं. 5 बच्चे थे, पांचों ने अपने अपने पसंद से आइसक्रीम ऑर्डर किए. टोटल नंबर ऑफ आइसक्रीम वी राइट इट हियर एज समेशन एक्स. कितने बच्चों ने ऑर्डर किए? 5. n इज इक्वल टू 5. सो हमने डिवाइड किया 5 से टोटल नंबर ऑफ आइसक्रीम. टोटल नंबर हमारे पास थे 15 by 5, which is equal to 3. So this is the most simplest way of understanding the mean. This is the formula which you will write in the notebook. It is given in the book also. Please, you can take it from the book also. Now my children, I will just explain you in simple way the types of arithmetic mean, simple and weighted. So I will proceed with the weighted arithmetic mean. Now my dear children, we just discussed earlier, arithmetic mean can be divided into 2 parts, simple arithmetic mean and weighted arithmetic mean. The weighted portion we will discuss it later on. Let us take into account simple arithmetic mean. Now, simple arithmetic mean can be of 3 types. Number 1, individual series. Number 2, discrete series. And number 3 is frequency distribution. Now, these 3 are absolutely, I hope, new terms for you. And these topics are already discussed in your previous chapter. I mean in the earlier chapter which we have not started. But don't worry. I will explain each one of you in details one by one. Now, let us take into account individual series. So, simple arithmetic mean can be first of all divided into 3 types. Individual series, I repeat, discrete series, and number 3 is frequency distribution. Now, let us take into account individual series. Individual series can be further classified as direct method and shortcut method. So in individual series, there are 2 types of method. First one is direct method and the second one is shortcut method. Okay. So now I will just show you the direct method, which I have already shown it earlier. The number of ice creams, what we found out just now, the way is direct method. Now, Do I need to explain the direct method again? Okay. So let me tell you once again. Okay. The direct method of individual series. Now my dear children, we have here direct method of calculating arithmetic mean. So we have the formula, we know the formula, x bar is equal to summation x by n. Now I give you with an example, pocket allowance of 10 students. Suppose 10 students out of this 200 students of class 11 commerce and humanities. Suppose we have total commerce and humanities students. I am teaching both of you. So both commerce and humanities students, let the total students be 80 students. Out of this 80 students, 10 students, they every day get a pocket allowance, which I have written it here. So the 10 students who are getting the pocket allowance are, first student is getting 15 rupees per day, second student is getting 20 rupees, third बच्चा जो है उसको 30 रुपए मिलता है, चौथे वाले को मिलता है 22, fifth one is getting 25 rupees, sixth one is getting 18 rupees, bit lesser than the 25, the seventh one is getting 40 rupees per day, eighth one is getting 50 rupees, ninth one is getting 55 rupees every day, and the 10th student is getting 65 rupees. So we have 10 students who are getting the pocket allowance every day. We have to find the arithmetic mean of these 10 students. तो किसी को 15, किसी को 20, किसी को 25, किसी को 50, किसी को 55, किसी को 65, इस तरह के हर दिन के पॉकेट अलाउंस मिलते हैं. हम देखते हैं कि what is the arithmetic mean or the average. So what we do is that we add up the total number of pocket allowance received by this 10 students. मतलब 10 बच्चों का total allowance कितना है? So let me add up here. Here the total we denoted by summation x. How do we denote? We denote the total number, जो हमने टोटल 10 बच्चों के पूरे पैसे निकालेंगे उसको हम डिनोट करेंगे summation x. So how much is the summation x? If you add up this 10 numbers, we get an answer of 340. That means 340 is the 340 rupees is the total allowance received by 10 students as pocket allowance. Now let us find the arithmetic mean. So summation x is how much? 340. We write 340 as summation x by n is how much? N is 10. N is 10. 10 students they got the allowance. So here n is 10. Now if we divide 340 by 10, the answer is 34. So arithmetic mean of 10 students is 34 rupees. So I hope I made you understand. This is the direct method. In our next class, we will be looking into the other method, that is shortcut method. Why this shortcut method is important, that I will tell you in the next class. Okay children?